Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 9, the Paganini Swing challenge. I'm going to structure this video a little bit differently. Instead of starting right off with the music video, I'm going to go into some context, a little bit into the process, especially in this song. I think it adds a lot to the project, knowing more about the original and what I did to get it to where it is now. So enjoy! And thank you for your patience with this video. We had a very interesting week, and I took time to learn and listen and do my part to break down white supremacy, and I think you all should do the same. If you need some resources, hit me up, and I'd love to have a discussion. It's also worth noting that even though I'm shaping my arrangement around the playing of Stefan Grappelli, it's worth noting that his playing, as well as Django Reinhardt's playing, was informed by numerous black jazz musicians, and that's why we have jazz music. And I think that's important to acknowledge in a project where I'm taking a very Eurocentric classical piece and playing it in the style of jazz. Okay, just for starters, I'm going to play some of the original Paganini composition. I put this in the last video, but I'm going to include it again just to refresh what this song usually sounds like. It's a hard song. It's very virtuosic. It's very fun, and for me, this song meant a lot during my education because it signaled a transition from romantic music into really virtuosic, flashy music that I resonate with more, at least at the time, and I still do to a degree. Okay, so the Caprice number 5 in A minor, starts off with this amazing arpeggio in A minor, or in Samina Studer's case, it starts with this intense inhale. And then she plays the A minor arpeggio. These arpeggios get higher and higher until they reach this high A, and that's the one that's in red on the notation software, which is kind of a hilarious joke. It's just like, pray that you'll hit it. It took me a lot of tries, and the thing is, that's at the very beginning of the song, but it's also at the very end of the song. So when I was doing a recording, I would get like 20 seconds in, or however long it is to that epic high note, and if I missed, I'd start over again. You know, with these classical pieces, it's all or nothing. And if there's a mistake somewhere in there, it's like, okay, what threshold of mistake do you want to keep if the overall take was really good? And of course, with recording technology, you can go in and overdub and fix it. But in my case, I'm video recording the piece. And I had hoped to do it all in one take, but that didn't quite work out, and I was getting tired and hot. I had to turn off my fan, and it was really stuffy in here, and I split it up into 2 parts, basically, and it's not perfect, but I think for now it definitely gets the idea across. And down the line, I think it's worth producing a more complete version of the song, just as a recording with a mandolin, strumming rhythm track, and a more accurate violin performance. 30 seconds in is really when the piece starts with its fast flurry of notes. So it's already in A minor, one of my favorite keys. And to take it one step further into the world of jazz, I took it from minor to diminished. So here's A minor, and here's diminished. So whereas Paganini wrote in A minor, of course, a lot quicker, I took it one step further and turned it into diminished. Just a little bit more demented. The diminished arpeggio is full of tritones, or what a lot of people like to refer to as the devil's note. It was banned by the church at one point, and this is what a tritone sounds like. It's like the quintessential freak out note. If you want to dive into why the tritone is the freakout note, you can look into Pythagorean theorem and why certain notes are consonant and other ones are dissonant. But basically, it's just a very, very rough ratio between the 2 tones, and your brain doesn't like this. Your brain likes simple ratios, so that's why we like a fourth and we like a fifth. But right between a fourth and a fifth is a tritone, and we don't like that. About 3/4 of the way through the piece, we have this sequence that starts on E major. goes through, and then pretty soon it's like sounds like it's twisting in on itself and crumbling, and the world's all crumbling in on itself, and then it finishes with this flourish to the very high end of the instrument. And because this is my favorite 8 bars in the song, I kept all those harmonies. I kept all of that as it is, just only changing the rhythm and the bowing style. So the song finishes with an outro very similar to the intro, except instead of A minor, like it was at the beginning, we finished with A major. So we went through all this crazy, fast flurry of notes, and we achieved a major chord. Congratulations. And similar to the intro, I wasn't sure exactly how to address this. With the intro, I decided to insert a cadenza, much as Stefan Grappelli would before going into any of his arrangements of standard jazz songs. He would play a little cadenza, then suddenly tease into the melody, and people are like, oh, he's playing this song, yay, congratulations. So that's why I started with the cadenza on mine. I mostly kept it as it is written, except for a few notes here and there. And then, notably at the very top, the red note, the impossible note, that scale going down is treacherous. It's like ballet up there. And I don't want to worry about that. I've already spent enough time worrying about that. So instead I just did a gliss. And then continued the scale from there. And that's my way of being playful. Like, yes, it's a crazy, intense song, but this project is not the project to be crazy, intense, and perfectionist about right now. And so then it comes down from all that, and it does one final chromatic run. And I laid an Easter egg, so listen closely for the very end, and if you recognize it, let me know. Enjoy. gonna give you guys a top secret recording studio, home studio life hack. I turn off the fridge when I need to record because it's loud, or just loud enough. And a lot of times I turn off the fridge and I forgot to turn it back on, so we were left with melted food and melted ice cream. So what I do now is I take a magnetic fridge clip and I put it on my shirt. So when I finish recording I get up and there's this weird thing on my shirt, I'm like, oh yeah, time to turn the fridge on.